Don't look now, but the Lakers have won 5 of their last 6 games, and they just got their secret weapon back in Jarred Vanderbilt, a guy that a lot of casual NBA fans forgot about. He came back last night and wreaked havoc on the game. Now they have, similar to what the Rockets have with the Terror Twins off the bench, 2 extremely rangy, athletic, long forwards in Vanderbilt and Dorian Finney-Smith that can just completely destroy opposing teams' game plans. Now, the Lakers rank just 22nd in terms of defensive rating this year, but with the addition of Dorian Finney-Smith and with Vanderbilt back, I think JJ Redick can finally run the type of suffocating defense that he wanted to run all along and turn this Lakers team into an elite defensive team, because they have Anthony Davis, one of the best post defenders in the world. But now let's take a look at what Vanderbilt does to opposing ball handlers. So we flash it back to the Western Conference semifinals from a couple years ago, just to show you what Jarred Vanderbilt did to Steph Curry in this series, one in which the Lakers eventually ended up winning to go on and face the Denver Nuggets. He was just everywhere, navigating screens like a genius. And you know how much Steph loves to move off the ball? Just look at this. Never giving him an inch to get a shot off. Vanderbilt was everywhere. This is textbook. This might be the best I've ever seen Steph Curry defended in my life. Look at this. Navigating this Kevon Looney screen. Now he's going to get back over the top to make sure he can't throw the flare, using every single bit of that 6'8" frame with that 7'1" wingspan. And now he's going to be playing trail coverage and still recover and get the block. Ridiculous stuff right there. You don't understand. That might be one of the greatest defensive plays I've ever seen. And now he's just going to chase Steph around. Watch him navigate this Wiggins screen. And this is a close game. This is crunch time here. He's going to navigate this Wiggins screen and then just completely suffocate anything Steph is trying to do. He is elite at ball denial, and then give me that. Now we're going the other way. Picking him up full court. This is what he did before he absolutely took his cookies. And then it's not just Steph. It's not limited to that. Taking it back to the 2023 play-in tournament. Here he is clamping up Anthony Edwards on the perimeter, one of the quickest guys in the league. And then he's going to go challenge Cat at the rim. Give me those. Once again, give me that, Ant. Against his former team, feeling a little bit of a revenge there. He can even match up with Cat in the post and take the charge, right? And now he's going to strap up Ja Morant, another one of the quickest guards in the NBA. This guy's 6'8". He shouldn't be moving like this. Look at the ball denial right there. And now chase it down. Give me that. Now we're going the other way. Even against Desmond Bane. No remorse here. This is the playoffs. Give me that Jarred. He's blocking a 7-footer on the perimeter and then running out and getting it done. That is fantastic defense. And speaking of defense, what the Lakers did to the Warriors last night, and Steph Curry in particular, well, first they held the Celtics to 96 points. And then they got Bron, who still defends occasionally right here on Steph Curry, but they held the Celtics to 96 points. And then holding the Warriors behind Max Christie and Anthony Davis, who absolutely clamped up Steph Curry, especially in the second half. I should know because I took the over on his second half points. But they held the Warriors to 108 points. That's 2 of the better offenses for the past 5 years being clamped down. And this is what they can do to you now. Starting with Dorian Finney-Smith on Steph. Then they switch it to Austin Reaves. And then they switch to Jarred Vanderbilt in drop coverage, who can play 2 at once. That's what he is elite at, is playing 2 guys at one time. Coming all the way across the play here to get this deflection. Ended up being Lakers ball. And then, like I said, they got Dorian Finney-Smith too. So it is just absolute hell for Steph Curry to try and score against this Lakers team. That's tough right there. Steph's pulling out every trick in the book, and he's stuck to him like glue. And then defensive playmakers. We've talked about it a lot, especially when we talked about the Terror Twins in Houston. And you got Jarred Vanderbilt, you got Dorian Finney-Smith, 2 defensive playmakers. This is a defensive play being made, right? He's in drop coverage right here, and he's able to play both Dennis Schroeder and Kevon Looney and get this steal. Yeah, having Jarred Vanderbilt back has to feel like a fever dream for JJ Redick, but he's got his big 3 on offense that's been holding it down. They've scored 67 points combined in the last 2 games. Not only that, but they held the Celtics duo to 33 points on horrific efficiency, and then did the same thing to Steph, 13 points on horrible efficiency. And we got to talk about Austin Reaves, who in the year is having a really, really good season as it's developed into that 3rd star. Looking at his highlights against the Celtics, he absolutely ran this offense to a T against one of the better defenses in the league, shooting 44% from the field and 37% on the year. He's been really, really good, and he's reading this offense beautifully. This horn-style sets that JJ Redick loves to run. We're going to get it into Anthony Davis and then cut off of him. Braun's going to pop high, and it's just going to be an easy read here. We see Pritchard still stuck on Max Christie in the corner, attacking Cada downhill. Jordan Walsh doesn't recover in time. Easy dump off for the floater. Now we're going to get it out to Braun, and that's way too easy. It's the same thing, horn set. We're going to throw it at the Braun, and then just come get the dribble handoff off of it. If they didn't take that dribble handoff, Braun was going to get into a pick and roll with AD, but the Celtics are not playing very good help side defense, so Austin Reaves just goes right to the rim. And he played really, really well against the Celtics, and he played really well once again last night against the Warriors. But a guy that has been balling lately, averaging 30 over the last 2 games, is Anthony Davis. On the left is what he did against Boston, and on the right is his monstrous performance he had last night against Golden State. A big-time statement. And honestly, he should be in the MVP talks. 25.6 points a game, 11.8 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 2.2 blocks. I know it's not what Jokic is doing, but it's still a really, really good year, and the Lakers are sneaky good this year. He also shoots 52% from the field. He should definitely be in the top 10 in terms of MVP conversations. Now, as for LeBron, even at the ripe old age of 107, he is still a mismatch hunter. Here he is. If you try to put a wing or a guard on him, he's going to just score over you, and if you try and put a big on him, he's going to go by. On the left is what he did to the Celtics. On the right is what he did to the Warriors, same as AD. 25 and 12 last night in just 35 minutes. Big time year for Bron. He's starting to finally slow down in the scoring department, only averaging 23.6 points a game, but still getting about 9 boards and 8 assists per game. And you shouldn't be doing that. At 40 years old, Austin Reaves breaks down the defense and finds a cutting LeBron for the jackhammer, as Kevin Harlan likes to say. And the Celtics really had no answer. They tried putting Al Horford on him, another 107-year-old guy. Doesn't work out. Luke Cornett, same thing. He's just going to shoot over the post, and he's going to back down the big. This time he backs down Peyton Pritchard from the three-point line like a dad in the driveway. It's just not fair. He's too big to put a guard on him, and he's too quick, even at 40, to put a wing on him. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, 7 minutes in, obviously you like something. Make sure to hit the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, a large majority of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel. Also, go ahead and check out our football channel as well. We're looking for 300 likes on today's video. Now, let's take a look at the primary point of attack defender for the starting lineup for this Lakers squad, and that is Max Christie, who averages about 8.3 points a game, 2.6 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 0.8 steals in 25 minutes per game this year, and has been a really, really nice addition to the lineup. I mean, he's been on the team for the past couple of years. He shoots pretty solid from the field and 3, 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan, but they have developed him, right? 21 years old, and when he got that contract this summer, a lot of people, including myself, were a little confused, but the Lakers knew. They had the plan for him, and he had it figured out. Rui is averaging about 12.2 points a game, 5.3 rebounds in 32 minutes a night. But he's really, really efficient this year, which is nice to see from Rui. 49% shooting from the field, 41% from 3 on 4 attempts. Definitely has carved out a role for himself, also a defensive playmaker from time to time. And then we talked about Dorian Finney-Smith, who is a great defender they brought in not the deadline, a little before the deadline, one of the first trades of the deadline. He's a phenomenal defender, and paired with Vando, they're going to cause problems for opposing teams. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button. As I mentioned earlier, we're looking for 300 likes on today's video. And with all that being said, thanks so much for watching.